Agnes is botany studying the production of apples by two types of apple trees. She noticed that type 1 trees produce 40% more apples than type 2 trees did. If the type 1 trees produced 343 apples, how many apples did type 2 produce? So we need to find how many apples produced type 2 trees. So let's put that X is number of apples produced by type 2. So now, what we have given, that type 1 trees produce 40% more apples than times 2. So if types 1 produce 40% more than times 2, and we know that times 2 produce X apples, so we can write that X plus 40% of X, of is always multiplication, we have number of apples which produce type 1. And also we have given that type 1 trees produce 343 apples. So we can write that this is 343. Let me repeat. We wrote that X is number apples produced by type 2 trees. And we have given that type 1 trees produce 40% more apples. So if the type 2 is X, we have to add 40% of X to type 2, and we have how many apples produce type 1. What else? We have also given that type 1 produce 343 apples. So we got equation with one unknown, and when we solve this equation for X, we will have how many apples produce type 2. So let me copy. We have X plus 40%. We will change to decimal number. We know that 1% is 0.01. We change percent to decimal number. So 40%, what will be? 1% is 0.01. So 10% is 0.1. So 40% will be 0.4. X we copy is equal 343. What next? We have like here invisible 1. So 1x plus 0.4x is 1.4x is equal 343. Now we will divide both sides by 1.4. 1.4 we can reduce on the left side, so we have that X is equal 343 divided by 1.4. This is equal to 245. So we found the number of apple produced by type 2 trees. This is my solution.